Tonight, what did GM's CEO Mary Barra say that got at least one U.S. senator steaming mad? 7 Action News investigator Ross Jones is here right now with the very latest on the company's recall crisis.
That's right, Stephen. Good evening. Listen to what Barra said yourself, and then you decide if she crossed a line. But first tonight, could GM have easily avoided this ignition problem long ago and maybe even saved lives? As the General Motors recall enters its third month, safety advocates are questioning whether more than 10 years ago the company rejected a safer ignition switch just to save money. In a letter sent to GM CEO Mary Barra today, the Center for Auto Safety says new documents reveal that the company created two competing designs for the ignition switch, but GM chose to use the ignition switch that would fail. The difference between the switches came down to the length of what's called a detent spring and plunger. In the old switch, the part was shorter, making it easier for the ignition to switch from run to off. But the better, safer part, according to the letter, had a longer spring and plunger that increased the ignition's torque. The Center for Auto Safety says the company picked a smaller and cheaper ignition switch that cost consumers their lives and saved General Motors money.
So what should we talk about today?
What would you like to talk about?
And adding to GM's woes is an answer Mary Barra gave yesterday. At a Q&A in New York, she angered at least one lawmaker back on Capitol Hill. Barra was asked why GM engineers who years ago were aware of the dangers posed by the faulty switches were suspended.
Why were the two engineers suspended?
I think, there was a lot of attention, and we agonized over that decision, but we felt it was right for the individuals and right for the company at this time. But they are on paid leave.
And minutes after Barra said that, Senator Richard Blumenthal took her to task on Twitter. Unbelievable she would agonize over holding accountable those whose concealment of safety defects caused injuries and death. Well, GM today had no comment on Blumenthal's tweet and on the allegations that it rejected a safer ignition switch. A spokesman said GM is waiting for the results of the company's internal investigation before weighing in. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.